Good morning, grade threes. I hope that you are so well and that you are, if you're at home, you're as snug as a bug in a rug. And if you're at school, we are going to do all of this at school. Okay, so today we are going to do firstly our tongue twister. And our tongue twister today is she sells seashells on the seashore. So she sells seashells on the seashore. She sells seashells on the seashore. Excellent. Try it with me. She sells seashells on the seashore. She sells seashells on the seashore. Well done. Okay, that's just the first part of it, but it does. We don't have to do the whole thing, okay? And now we're going to do a thing called ooey gooey toffee. So we're going to mime that we've got a little toffee in our hands, and we're going to open the wrapper, and we're going to eat the toffee. Okay, so take the wrapper, put it down, and the toffee is very, very chewy. So this is a mouth exercise, and we're going to chew. I'm going to exaggerate the movements. And swallow it. Okay, now our tongue and our mouth should be nice and warm because we said she sells seashells on the seashore. And then we did ooey gooey toffee. All right. So grade threes, what we are going to do today, I'm going to tell you a little poem. We are going to do poems today. So you will get, at home, you will get a list of poems. It starts with really easy poems and then it gets harder and harder and harder. So if you want, you can challenge yourself and do a hard one. And if you want an easy one, the first two are too easy to do. Okay, so you can just practice those as warm-ups. So this is called I Have a Little Frog. I have a little frog, his name is Tiny Tim. I put him in the bathtub to see if he could swim. He drank up all the water and gobbled up the soap. And when he tried to talk, he had a bubble in his throat. Okay, so that's a really cute one. This is a poem by Shel Silverstein. It's called Hug a War, and it's just nice to do. I will not play a tug of war. I'd rather play a hug of war, where everyone hugs and instead of tugs, where everyone giggles and rolls on the rug, where everyone kisses and everyone grins and everyone cuddles and everyone wins. Okay, so that's such a sweet poem. I absolutely love that. But as I say, I Have a Little Frog and Hug a War is too short to do as a poem that you're going to send me. Okay. So here is a longer one. This is called On Top of Spaghetti. On top of spaghetti, all covered in cheese, I lost my poor meatball when somebody sneezed. It rolled off the table and onto the floor, and then my poor meatball rolled right out the door. It rolled into the garden and under a bush. Now my poor meatball was nothing but mush. The mush was as tasty can be. Early next summer, it grew into a tree. The tree was all covered with beautiful moss. It grew lovely meatballs and tomato sauce. So if you like spaghetti all covered with cheese, hold on to your meatballs and don't ever sneeze. Chew. Okay, so that is On Top of Spaghetti. Then these ones get longer, but if you're at school, then you can do it in groups. And if you are not at school, you can do it at home. You can do a long one like this. Okay, this is called, and the author is unknown, so we don't know who wrote this. The computer swallowed Grandma. The computer swallowed Grandma. Yes, honestly, it's true. She passed Control and Enter and disappeared from view. It devoured her completely. The thought just makes me squirm. She must have caught a virus or been eaten by a worm. I've searched through the recycle bin and files of every kind. I've even used the internet, but nothing did I find. In desperation, I asked Jeeves my searches to refine. The reply from him was negative. Not a thing was found online. So inside your inbox, my grandma, you should see. Please copy, scan, and paste her and send her back to me. Okay, so that's Grandma swallowed toothpaste. Okay, Grandma swallowed tooth. The computer swallowed Grandma. All right, the next one is The Crocodile's Toothache. Now, what I want you, and this is by Shel Silverstein, what I want you to remember when you're doing a poem is if you say a poem like this, I have a little frog and his name is Tiny Tim. I put him in a bathtub. It's boring. Okay, so you have to make it really expressive. And how we do this is there a thing called the 5 Ps. So it's project, which is nice and loud. Okay, and then it is pace. So the second thing is pace, which is if you go faster or you go slower. Like the man ran faster and faster and faster and faster and faster down the street. Okay, or he tiptoed quietly into the deserted building. Okay, so you see how it can make such a difference. All right, so that's project, pace. Now we have pitch, which is high or low. So you can go, the lady screamed. Don't do that. Can you see my voice goes up high and up low and down low. All right, then we have power. That is the 4th one. And power, for example, the teacher shouted, stop! Okay, that's power, where your voice gives lots of power to something. Okay, and we have pause. So pause is you use your pauses. So if there's a full stop, if there's a comma, or if that you want to say, he walked into the house and there he saw a ghost. All right, I'm putting in a pause there to make it, we're like, oh, what's going to happen? Okay, and lots of suspense. All right, so I'm going to read you The Crocodile's Toothache. So the crocodile, let me just make this bigger for my little eyes because it's very hard for me to see. The Crocodile's Toothache by Shel Silverstein. The crocodile went to the dentist and sat down in the chair. The dentist said, now tell me, sir, why does it hurt and where? And the crocodile said, I'll tell you the truth. I have a terrible ache in my tooth. He opened his jaws so wide, the dentist, he climbed inside. And the dentist laughed. Oh, isn't this fun? As he pulled the teeth out one by one. And the crocodile cried, you're hurting me so. Please put down your pliers and let me go. But the dentist laughed with a ho, ho, ho. And he said, I still have 12 to go. Oops, that's the wrong one, I confess. But what's one crocodile too small or less? Then suddenly the jaws went snap. And the dentist was gone, right off the map. And where he went, no one could only guess, to north or south or east or west. He left no forwarding address. But what's one dentist, more or less? Okay, so you are going to do a poem for me, and now we are going to do some acting. So we are going to play Simon Says, which you know how to play Simon Says. So I'm going to say, so we're going to do everything that Simon says. All right, so Simon says, okay, so start. Okay, Simon says, sit down. Simon says, turn around in a circle. Oh, that made me feel dizzy. Simon says, jump up and down. Okay. Simon says, hop on hop on your right foot. Okay. All righty, where was I? Okay, and touch your nose. Ha! I didn't say Simon says. Okay. Simon says, wiggle your fingers. Simon says, put one arm in the air. Simon says, flap your arms like a bird. Simon says, slither on the ground like a snake. Okay. Excellent. Quack like a duck. Ha! I didn't say Simon says. Okay, Simon says quack like a duck. Quack, 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 quack. Okay, run on the spot. I didn't say Simon says. Okay, now Simon says put your hands on your hips. Simon says pretend that you're a dog. Simon says moo like a cow. Moo. Simon says wink your right eye. Okay, if you can't wink, just try squish your right eye. Where were we? Okay, Simon says pat on your belly. Okay, Simon says act like a robot. I am R2D2 at your service. Okay. And now Simon says, make a sad face. And make a happy face. I didn't say Simon says. Okay. I hope this is catching you. All right. And Simon says, skip around the room. Okay. And skip around the room. Okay. And Simon says, squeal like a mouse. Wee, 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 wee. Oh, that doesn't really sound like a mouse. Wee, 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 wee. I can't squeal like a mouse. How do you squeal? I don't know if that sounds like a mouse either. Okay, Simon says walk like a penguin. Bum, 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 bum. And Simon says touch your ears. And gallop like a horse. Did I catch you out? Okay. Excellent. All right. So that is Simon Says. Okay. Well done. And now we are going to read one more poem. So I've put in lots of poems for you, grade 3s, so that you can choose one of them. This is a poem called Sick by Shel Silverstein. Okay. I cannot go to school today, said little Peggy Ann McKay. I have the measles and the mumps, a gash, a rash and purple bumps. My mouth is wet, my throat is dry. I'm going blind in my right eye. My tonsils are... Oops, let's make this bigger. My tonsils are as big as rocks. I've counted 16 chicken pox, and there's one more. That's 17. And don't you think my face looks green? My leg is cut. My eyes are blue. It might be instamatic flu. I cough and sneeze, achoo, and gasp and choke. I'm sure that my left leg is broke. Okay, it's not finished yet. I've just got to go smaller so I can see the other side. My belly hurts when I move. My belly button's caving in. My back is wrecked. My hip is sagged. My neck is stiff. My voice is weak. I have instamatic flu. What? What's that? What's that you say? You say today is Saturday? Ha! Goodbye. I'm going out to play. So do you think that little Sally Ann, little Peggy Ann McKay was actually sick? I don't think so. I think she was bunking. All right. Then there's a great poem. There are other two poems. There's Dirtiest Man in the World, also by Shel Silverstein. And it goes, I'm Dirty Dan, the world's dirtiest man. And it carries on. Then there's another poem called Help, and it's about a unicorn. So I want you to decide what poem that you do for me. And please send it through to me on a video, grade 3s. And I hope you enjoy doing those things. And remember to make it super exciting. If you don't like my poems, by the way, you can choose something on the internet. So I don't mind if you go online and choose something that you would prefer to do. Okay, so let's say our poem. See you later, alligator. See you later, alligator. In a while, crocodile. In a while, crocodile. Toodaloo, kangaroo. Toodaloo, kangaroo. Out the door, dinosaur. Out the door, dinosaur. Oh my goodness gracious, it is just gone from here. Out the door, dinosaur. Hasta mañana, iguana. Hasta mañana, iguana. To give a hug, ladybug. Give a hug, ladybug. And what's the next thing? Adios, hippos. Adios, hippos. All right, bye, grade 3s. See you next week. Take care.